Hi everyone, Janie here and welcome to Crafter's Castle Sparkle and Sprinkle YouTube video hop. It starts today, Saturday, March 2nd, 2019, and it goes through Friday, March 8th, 2019. So you actually have a full week to watch all of the videos, and there's only 5 of them. But all you need to know is below in the description box, so just click where it says show more, it'll drop down and you will see links to the rest of the design team and all the information that you're going to need to enter our giveaway. But I'm going to give you some information really quick. So first of all, there are 5 of us and you need to watch all 5 videos. You need to comment on all 5 videos and you need to be subscribed to all of us. Those are musts if you want to be entered in our giveaway to win a $15 gift certificate to Sparkle and Sprinkle. And to make it easy for you to find the next person in line, it will be right at the top of the description box below. But you're going to want to watch everybody's, so don't miss out. Remember, look in the description box for all of the links and all of the details. But no more wasting your time. Let's head on over to the craft table and get started on my project.
If you watched my craft warehouse haul a little while back, this is one of the items that I got for $1. And I told you guys that I would be making something with it. And I did. I turned that into this. It's hard to believe it's the same notebook, right? Absolutely beautiful. So I'm not going to do a process video taking you through each step because that would take forever. And being as this is a hop video, I know you want to get on to the next one. But I am going to walk you through what I did. And before I do that, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to create glitter paper and stamp on it and color on it with your alcohol ink markers. So let's do that first, and then I'll show you inside and out. This technique really works best if you are using sticker paper from Sparkle and Sprinkle, but I happen to be all out. So what I'm using is a piece of cardstock and a spray adhesive and this microfine glitter from Sparkle and Sprinkle. It is called Cloud 9 and it is semi-transparent. And if you watched one of my Christmas videos, you saw me do this technique over the top of a Christmas card that had an inked background. So it looked really awesome. You could just really see the sparkle. And on here, the sparkle is not going to stand out as much because it's white on white. But let me go spray this and I'll be right back. Okay, it has been sprayed and I have it on this piece of blue printer paper so that you could actually see what I'm doing, and also I'll have something to pour this back into my bottle with. So let's open this up and I'm just going to sprinkle this all over. And I'm going to kind of shake it around. Make sure it gets all over. Get a good look at it here. Okay. You can see all that sparkle on there. It's also all over my hands at the moment. Let me dump this back in the jar. I'm going to put this back on here and we're just going to burnish that in. Well, as you can see, it's pretty stuck on here, which is exactly what we want. I still have it on my fingers, but let me burnish it a little bit more and then I'm going to go wash my hands. Okay, I've got a little brush here and I am just going to brush it over, getting off any little bits of the loose glitter. And there really isn't going to be much, but you want to make sure you get it all off. Another plus of using the sticker paper from Sparkle and Sprinkle is that you really don't have to wait for it to dry because it's already dry. And with the spray adhesive, I usually like to wait a little while and give it a chance to dry before I go on to my next step after this. In fact, it might even be good to let it dry before I tried brushing off the excess. Okay. As you can see, there really wasn't much on there. I'll kind of lift it up so you can see that there was just a tiny bit. And I'll be right back. Okay. Here we are. And as you can see, we are good and about ready to start the next step. No, I didn't cut myself doing this. While I was letting this set, I went to cut some vinyl for something else and managed to cut myself. Oh well. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to be using my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I am going to be using this beautiful stamp set from Sparkle and Sprinkle, and I'm going to be using this flower stamp out of it. I already have that set up on my block, and I am ready to go. So, make sure it's all inked up really good because I'm not with my Misty here, so seriously, all I get is one chance at this. There we go. And yes, I am taking my time with this. Like I said, this isn't my Misty, and if I make a mistake, it's a done deal. And I'll probably be trimming off part of this because it is going to be in a frame. But mostly what I want to show you is that you can stamp, and I'm going to show you how you can color with alcohol inks. I'm going to be using my Spectrum Noir markers, my alcohol ink markers, and as you all know, I don't really color on camera because all you will see is the back of my head, but I am going to try to start this so that you can get an idea, and then I will show it to you colored. And I am not a colorist at all, so don't expect anything miraculous here. Just so you could see how pretty that is, the sparkle on there. Now, when I get this all colored, I'll show it to you. Here is my finished picture, and now it is time to frame it, and just to show you, no glitter. So, let's get started. First of all, I have already adhered it to this piece of cardboard, and it's actually just a piece of Kleenex box. I am really big into upcycling and recycling, and I will put a link below to my Trash to Treasure Part 2 video about upcycling cardboard. And this frame was also out of a Kleenex box, so I just cut out a rectangle, then cut out a rectangle again. I did that on 2 pieces and adhered them together. And then I painted them using a distress crackle technique, And I will also put a link below to the video showing how to do this technique, because it does not require any special paints or anything. So you can use any paint you want. So that link will be below. But now it's time to put this frame together. And I decided that I wanted to add a piece of acetate to it to make it look like, you know, there was glass in the frame. So first thing I'm going to do is adhere this acetate to the back side of my frame. And I'm going to be using Terrific tape. And if you want to know why, it is because I've discovered that this is the strongest double-sided tape I have ever used. So if you want to put it on something that is just going to stay together forever, this would probably be what I would suggest. But I will warn you, there is no forgiveness with this tape. So once you put something down, it's down. You will not get it back up to readjust it or to move it. Believe me, I have tried, because I used it on many parts of today's project, and I made a mistake, and there was no fixing it. So I actually hid my mistake, because, well, that's what us crafters do, isn't it? We are really good at hiding our mistakes. Okay. Got this down. And now I'm going to remove all that backing and add my piece of acetate. There we go. Got the acetate on there. And next I am going to use some more of that Terrific tape and put this on there. Because, as I said, this tape is really strong and there is no coming back from it once it goes down. So I had to put this on off camera so that I could literally get right over it and make sure that I was getting it all lined up. So there's my picture framed and ready to put on my project. Okay, now let's take a look at this beautiful book. So for the cover, I used this lace-covered burlap. I got a roll of it at Walmart so long ago, and it happened to be the exact perfect fit. So I used that for the front and back covers. And then I had this lace trim here that I had picked up at a yard sale and literally paid 25 cents for a lot more of it than what you see here. And I added some flat back pearls. And down the side, I tied some ribbons. And, oh, I hope you can really see this, because this is really gorgeous embossing powder. It is called Antiquities, and that is from Sparkle and Sprinkle, and I absolutely love it. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like a variety of different metals in there, and it's really, really pretty, and it does great with all these little details. And that stamp is from this stamp set, which is just a fabulous stamp set from Sparkle and Sprinkle, which is also where the flowers came from. And then, of course, you've already seen how I made this picture, and the tutorial is below on how to do this distressed crackle technique. And then I added the little pretty metal book corners, and I just got those off eBay. And these little metal studs, I forgot where they came from. But I put the little corners front and back, and that pretty much takes care of the cover. And then we're going to open it up, and let me pull out the tags. I created a little pocket, and it's very roomy, so there's plenty of room to add notes, to add tags, probably even to put a pin. So I did that on the front, and then I made these tags to go in it. And they came out beautiful. This again is that Antiquities embossing powder, and it is just beautiful, and it does so well on all the tiny details, even the little tiny dots down here. Just amazing. In fact, here's another one that really shows how well that Antiquities embossing powder does. It is fabulous. I love, love, love it. And again, this is the other side of this tag. And now we're going to flip to the back, and there's another little roomy pocket right here, and another tag. So this is going to be for a friend of mine. She doesn't know that yet. And I'm not going to say who in case she's watching. But I just love the way that this turned out. It is absolutely beautiful. And I already know that she's going to love it.
Thank you so much for hopping along with us today. And don't forget, all the details you're going to need to enter this giveaway are below in the description box, as well as all the links to the rest of the design team. So click where it says show more so that you don't miss out on anything. And also the next person in the lineup is right at the top of the list, or actually right at the top of my description box. So you can just click on that and get to the next one. So happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.